Good morning and welcome to the morning practice. So today is going to be mostly standing practice. You might want to have a chair, and otherwise I will give you modifications as needed. So we will begin standing up straight in the mountain pose. You can choose to have your feet together or about hip distance apart or as far as possible, as comfortable for you. Usually hip distance is the most comfortable and the most stable. Palms facing forward, spine is straight, shoulders away from the ears. And we'll just take a breath here. Nice deep inhale and exhale through the nose. Just trying to wake up, feeling the fingers and the toes, finding stability and presence in our breath. Nice deep inhales and exhales. If it is helpful, you can place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. And feel the chest rising, the belly expanding, the diaphragm expanding with each inhale and deflating with each exhale. We will continue breathing deeply for the rest of the practice. So only go as far as comfortable with each stretch, so you can still breathe nicely. Beautiful. Now let's begin the warm-up. We will begin from head to toes. You can hold on to the chair. We will begin some neck warm-up exercises. So find the stability in standing. Hold on to a chair. A chair should be stable and sturdy with 4 legs, not an office chair, unless you can lock the wheels. We will just start on the inhale, bringing our gaze up, and exhale, lowering our gaze, looking down, feeling nice stretch in the neck. Inhale up, and exhale down. 3 more breaths, 3 more. Bends at your own pace. On the last exhale, looking down, we will begin neck rotations. In any direction, start slowly rotating on the inhale, looking to the side, then looking up, looking to the side again, exhale. And inhale, looking to the side, to the other side again, looking up. And exhale, looking to the side and down. One more rotation. Following your breath. And then switch which direction we're rotating. Only go as far as it is comfortable. Rotations can be as wide or as narrow as it's comfortable for you today. One more rotation. And release. Nice deep inhale and exhale here. Beautiful. Next, we will take care of our shoulder joints. So we will bring the hands about shoulder level and bend elbows so the fingers are touching the shoulders. Now we will begin drawing circles with our elbows. Once again, start small, following nice deep inhale and exhale. Slowly try to increase the diameter of these circles we're drawing. Moving gently, not too fast and not too slow. Three more breaths, three more rotations. And now we will go in the opposite direction. Same thing, follow your breath. You can start slow and small and gently increase. Add a soft bend to the knees so we're not overstretching, not putting extra pressure in our joints. Two more rotations. And release. Beautiful. Now we will take care of our wrists to wake them up for whatever activity you have in mind for today. So an option here is to bend the elbows about 90 degrees, palms facing down, or we can bring our hands all the way in front of us, about shoulder level, straight hands, arms, and make a slight fist. Our big finger goes on the inside, and we will begin rotating in any direction. Same thing here, going as big or as small as possible, noticing if one wrist feels maybe a little bit tight, just noting that. Breathing nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And opposite direction. Three more rotations. And release. Shake the hands, shake the shoulders, arms. Release the tension. Beautiful. Now you can once again feel free to hold on to the chair or the wall or the table, whichever furniture or wall you have nearby. We will find stability and shift our weight to one leg. Bring our other leg up, knees bent, and we'll begin rotating our hip joint and drawing circles with our knee. So I'll just stand on diagonal here so you can see. And we will begin drawing little circles or big circles, depending how you feel today. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Our core is tight. Our core muscles, abdominal and back muscles, are helping us keep the balance and stand up. And going in the other direction, drawing circles in the other direction. We're flexing the foot so that our knees stabilized. Beautiful. Now we'll do the same for the opposite side. Once again, I'll stand on the diagonal, find the stability, shift the weight on the other foot, other leg. You can place your hands on the hips if you want to challenge yourself and not use a chair. And going in the opposite direction now. Beautiful. And release. Now it's time to take care of our ankles. So once again, you can use a chair for stability, a wall. We will begin just gently shifting our weight from toes all the way back, gently swinging back and forth, waking up those ankles. And now let's switch one leg, another leg, shifting the weight now from one leg to another leg, lifting up those heels. Beautiful. Next, we will inhale, bring our hands up. You can still have your hands on the hips, option to have cactus hands, which is bend, about 90-degree bend in our elbows. The hands are to the side, about shoulder level. And then on the next inhale, try to lift yourself up, heels up, standing on the toes almost. And see how long, how many breaths you can keep this up. Feel free to lower yourself down and try one more time. Inhale, bringing hands up, bringing heels up. Nice deep inhale and exhale. About 3 breaths, and then going back in the initial position. Beautiful. Now we trained our balance, warmed up. On the next pose, I will shift myself to the side so you can see properly. We will do some forward folds. So once again, it's helpful to have a chair in front of you. And you can use either the back of the chair or the seat of the chair. Nice deep inhale. Bring your hands up on the inhale. And with a straight spine, hinge at the hips. It's helpful to have hands on the hips so you can feel it. You can either touch the back of the chair or lower yourself further to touch the seat of the chair. You can also use your own thighs to continue lower yourself. You can stay here or take one more breath here, and on the exhale, if you don't have any blood pressure issues or heart issues, you can lower yourself all the way. Feel free to bend the knees as much as possible, especially in the morning. Things might be tight, maybe touching the ground, maybe just touching the shins. And just resting here for a couple of breaths. On the next inhale, we will slowly and steadily, holding on to the chair if needed, bring ourselves to half forward bend. So straight spine. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And on the next inhale, we will lift ourselves up. Option for hands to have cactus arms or hands on the hips. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And release. Now for the next pose, you can use a chair to help lift yourself up, literally sitting on a chair, or you can pretend that we're sitting on the chair. It's going to be a chair pose. Once again, option for the hands. They can be on the hips, cactus arms, palms together in front of the chest, or all the way up. So preparing yourself, taking a nice deep inhale, lifting arms up, and exhale, lowering yourself either a little bit or a lot, or trying to hover on over the chair seat, noticing that our knees are not going beyond our toes. So if you look down for a second, you can still see your toes, not like sitting down, lowering your hips without letting your knees go over your toes. Staying here for another breath. Feel free to stand up and then lower yourself down again. Inhale and exhale, lower. Or you can challenge yourself and stay here for several breaths. Exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. And release. Shake those legs. For the next exercise, we're going to be doing some warrior poses. So it will require strength and balance. Quite an invigorating morning. Take a deep breath here. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And step only as far as it is comfortable. Don't step too far behind. Now, the back foot should be about 45 degrees from the line, and it should be, both feet should be in one line. Now, if you are feeling that you cannot balance for too long in this position, you can step the feet further away from each other, from one line, to find balance. If you cannot keep the back heel, you can just use a folded blanket and rest that heel on a folded blanket. Right. Now we will bend the front knee only as far as we can see the toes, and the knee should be in the same line with our toes. Option for the hands. Torso is looking that way toward the front leg. Option for the hands is on the hips, palms together in front of the chest, or all the way up. Shoulders are relaxed, away from the ears. Nice deep inhale and exhale, holding the pose for about 3 to 5 breaths. Feeling a nice stretch in the back leg. Feeling strength in the rest of the body. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Now we will do the same thing for other side. I will just turn to the other side so you can see. Once again, feel free to use a blanket if you cannot reach the heel to the ground, the back heel to the ground. Feel free to adjust as needed. One side might feel different from another. Choose a position for the hands. And staying here for 3 to 5 breaths. Feeling strong. Maintaining good posture. And releasing on the exhale. Wonderful. Now we have 5 minutes to do the affirmation. So I have a box with affirmations. And today's affirmation is, when I feel anxious, I return to the truth. I choose to be objective. I consider the known facts about my circumstances. I allow myself to see things as they are, not as I am afraid they might be. I will repeat it once again, but if this is something that doesn't speak to you, if you don't feel anxious today or ever, feel free to focus on something that speaks to you. Or if you want something simple, you can choose to focus on inhale or exhale or being in the present moment. Now I would like you to either stand in the mountain pose Palms facing forward, legs either together or hips distance apart. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Maybe soften your gaze. Focus on the breath and being in the present moment. I will read the affirmation again. When I feel anxious, I return to the truth. I choose to be objective. I consider the known facts about my circumstances. I allow myself to see things as they are, not as I am afraid they might be. On the next inhale, you can open your eyes fully if you chose to soften the gaze. Wake up your fingers and your toes, shift your weight from side to side or back and forth. And we'll do a self-hug to release those feel-good hormones. So bring your arms straight to the side, inhale. And exhale, give yourself a nice hug. One more time. Release those arms, stretch and straighten them. Inhale and exhale. Nice big hug. Thanking yourself for taking care of your body today, starting the morning with a nice practice. I hope you enjoyed the practice today. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And I'll see you on Monday.